What up, YouTube? So today's gonna be part 6 of the Honda Civic k20a2 state bar swap, and today we're gonna start working on the little things we need to do to get this thing running. So we're gonna be installing our conversion harness, and then we're gonna be installing some grounds, and we're gonna be getting to the slave cylinder. So we're gonna install our line kit. We're also gonna be doing the exhaust. So we're going to be getting the downpipe on here installed. We're going to take off the O2 sensors because we're going to be installing a brand new cat. So this is what we're going to be running. This is a walker. So we're going to be running that. And then I'll probably be dropping the gas tank on this thing too. So we'll get to that later. Also, I wanted to go over on how I actually did the lean, because I guess some people are kind of confused. These are regular EG K2 mounts. They're not actually the lean version or anything, but what I didn't really show is how I did it. So I pretty much am only able to utilize the bottom one. Let's see if I can get down here. So as you can see, I'm not actually able to use the top one because I had to actually shift the transmission down. So I'm just using one bolt, and then I made this, well, I found this bracket that I had, and so this gives me the little extra lean that I need to actually bring the transmission down for the exhaust to actually clear. So if you put these mounts on here regular, they will pretty much be right in the way of the subframe, in which you can't actually run the RSX manifold. Like I said, you can't use TSX anymore, so don't even try. They actually are a lot more strict now. Even on the last bar I did, you actually have to take the car to the dealership to get approved by them. So if you don't even get approved by them, you don't even get to go to the actual state ref. So a lot of things you got to do before you actually get passed from the state bar and actually get an appointment. Another thing is, I said we weren't going to run power steering, but we actually are. I'm just going to actually relocate it since it does hit the hood. So since we're not running AC, I still got to take the AC pump off. We ordered the K-tuned relocator kit, so we'll be running that later. I think it's coming in this weekend. So we're gonna take this off right now, and then we're gonna take the power steering pump off, and then start getting to a couple of things. We also got the throttle cable too, so we're gonna be installing throttle cable, our grounds, slave cylinder, or slave with the line kit, and then we're gonna be running part of our conversion harness. And then probably the next video I'll go through and repin everything with the actual diagram, and we'll go over all the, I think, 6-7 wires you need to run from the evap, but we'll get to that later. So right now I'm gonna go ahead and start getting these grounds on, and then running the clutch line and put the throttle cable on, and then we'll come back and see what we're gonna do next. Alright, so we're back now, and I installed my 3 grounds. So I got one on the transmission, one on the intake manifold, and then we have one on the side cover over here, and then I installed the battery one that comes with the hybrid racing. We also got the slave cylinder on here, so just two 12mm bolts with the clutch line kit. Pretty simple install, so that's pretty much ready to get bled. Other than that, I got the power steering off, just waiting on the kit to come in. We got the AC pump off, so we can relocate the power steering down there. Next thing we got is this K-tune pulley. I'm gonna probably install this next. So we're not gonna install the belt because we're gonna actually need a bigger one, but pretty simple install. We're just gonna put that like that with the 2 bolts, and that's pretty much it. So I'm gonna go ahead and install that, and then this throttle cable, Unfortunately, I think you have to use the aftermarket bracket as well because it's actually too short. So we'll probably end up just going back to the RSX one for now. Other than that, we're getting ready to install the cat as well. So I got to take this exhaust manifold off. As you can see, that stud actually broke right there. So we're going to have to use another set of RSX exhaust manifold. So I'm going to take this manifold off right now, and then Johnny's going to go ahead and start measuring for the downpipe and installing the new cat. So pretty much going to start getting that ready, and then I'm going to also start running the wiring into the car so we can start installing the conversion harness next. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then we'll come back. Alright, so we're back, and I got the k20a2 Pulley kit on here so far, and I'm actually still waiting for the power steering relocation kit, so I guess we're gonna wait on that. We got to the exhaust so far with the new cat on here to the downpipe. About to get ready to drill out for the secondary O2 sensor. Make sure when you are doing this, the bar will check the length between here and the primary O2 sensor has to be exactly the same length as when the stock factory one was. So we pretty much got the measurements right where it should be. Other than that, this is the piping. We got a resonator, and then the reason why you have to do piping is because of the gas tank. So the gas tank is a lot bigger than factory. As you can see, we kind of have the gas tank up here. We kind of just pre-mounted it. We gotta make another bracket for this side since the Integra one we used, well, it's not the same. So pretty much we gotta take all this off as well and use the RSX one. But yeah, we're gonna be using the stock RSX muffler as well. So Johnny's about to pretty much just finish that up, and then this fuel cell is cracking on here, or not fuel cell, I'm sorry, the fuel tank assembly is actually cracking. So I'm not gonna completely install the gas tank now. I just kind of wanted to show you how the fitment was. Other than that, we're gonna get to finishing up the exhaust, and this is the evap system that you need from the RSX for the gas tank as well. So we have to mount this up. I kind of swapped things around to make it simpler. So like this hose was actually ran to this, so we're gonna run this hose to the tank instead, because this is the one that's right next to it. It's actually right under the tank, so it doesn't give you much space to actually move this to the side of the bumper, which is where we'll be putting it at. So right now, I'm gonna let Johnny finish up doing his thing, and then we'll come back, mount the exhaust, and then that'll probably be it for this video, because I was gonna do the conversion harness, but I kind of want to do all the wiring in one video so people don't get confused. And so next video, we'll probably be doing wiring, shift linkage, shifter box, and running our fuel lines and everything, and pretty much finishing everything up. We still got to do axles and half shaft, little stuff like that. So right now we'll go ahead and get this finished up with the exhaust, and then we'll come back and finish the video. Alright, so we're back, and we got the downpipe all installed. We got the exhaust on here as well. So we still got to do the strap, which we'll be putting on next video. For the other side of the gas tank, it does sit super low, so you can't really have your car lowered. If you do plan on doing a barred car, I would recommend keeping your old tank after you pass and just have all your barred like exhaust. Like, this isn't the exhaust that's gonna stay on this car, but the piping and everything, I would just keep just in case, and run a stock tank back on here with the fuel regulator. And then I'm pretty sure people that are going K-swap are gonna run headers anyways with like 3-inch piping or 2 3/4 or even 2.5. But either way, like I said, this is more likely a temporary setup because the exhaust hangs super low, and I mean, with it only having one bolt on the transmission back there, you can drive on it, but I mean, I really wouldn't recommend like daily driving your swap like this. So like I said, for doing a barred swap, like I said, just get your sticker, and then that way you won't have no problems with the CHP or police trying to take your car away. Other than that, that's pretty much going to be the end of this video. Next video we'll be going over, like I said, the shift linkage. Probably put the intake on here, and we're going to start doing all our wiring, which I'll do, like I said, all in one video so no one can get confused on that. Other than that, we're getting there. Hopefully we got to wait for the new fuel cap or fuel assembly to come in, and then when everything is all wired up, then probably the next video, probably part 8, we can get this car started and hopefully driving, and then we'll go through all the evap and fuel wiring that we need to tap into the actual conversion harness, because the conversion harness doesn't cover anything for emissions. So they pretty much just put the bare minimum of things that you need to get the car actually running. If you haven't liked, share, subscribe, comment, let me know what you guys think. See you guys in the next video.